Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. In today's video, I am going to do my sinking fund closeout for the month of July. I forgot to write down the beginning balance for my sinking fund, so unfortunately I'm only going to be able to write the ending balance, and I will not be able to write down what was the change, if it was a positive or a negative change. I did do a few changes to my sinking funds, so all of the money that you see in these envelopes, it used to be all in my checkings account, and then it was like half of it or some of it in my checkings and some of it in my savings. But that was getting too confusing for me because I was keeping track of it in the same envelope, so it was getting too confusing for me. So I just decided to not keep track of what I have in my savings with Prop Money, and I'm just keeping track of what I have in my checkings account with Prop Money, if that makes any sense. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get started with this video. Oh, before I get started, I do want to say something real quick. About 2 weeks ago, I did a giveaway, and last week I announced the winner, and Miss K, congrats to Miss K again. She was the winner of the giveaway, and I was excited, she was excited, but an issue happened. I had no idea how expensive international shipping was. I've bought stuff from Etsy from international sellers, I've bought stuff from Canadian sellers, and I have never paid more than $10 for shipping, so I thought the most it would be about $10. And Miss K lives in Canada, for those of you who don't know. So first of all, I didn't know that the shop owner does not ship to Canada, so I had no idea about that until I went to her shop, and I was like, wait a minute, it doesn't give you an option. It doesn't say here that they ship internationally, it just says here that they ship to the United States. So I went ahead and messaged the seller, and she said, nope, I do not ship internationally because it's really expensive, but if you want, I can go ahead and check how much it would cost. So I said, yeah, sure. Quickly I emailed Miss K and I told her what happened. I was like, the seller says she does not ship internationally, so you know, she's thinking it's gonna be more than $20. So I was like, I'm so sorry about that. I had no idea that it was that expensive, and I also didn't know that she did not ship internationally, but now it makes sense because it's super expensive. If it's okay with you, is it okay if I get you a gift card of Amazon, Etsy, wherever you would like? She was super sweet and very understanding. She was like, that's okay, I understand it. I felt bad because she was super excited about the envelope. When she emailed me, she was like, oh, I can't wait to look at the listing. But thankfully, she was very understanding. And so the shop owner did create a listing for Canada, and it was going to be like $37 to ship it to Canada. So I contacted Miss K again. I told her I'm so sorry. The shipping is going to cost $37. I asked her if it was okay with her if I sent her a gift card from wherever she would like, and she said yes, and she was very thankful and very sweet. So yeah, that's the little story. Unfortunately, we couldn't get Miss K her envelopes, but she did get a gift card because she was the winner of the giveaway, and you know, I wanted to at least get her something because she did win the giveaway. And so I was thinking, if next time I end up doing a giveaway, I will allow international subscribers to enter the giveaway. However, if they do end up winning, I'm just gonna get them a gift card because yeah, it's going to be way too expensive to ship a product internationally. Okay, so moving on to the video. For car maintenance, like I said, some of my sinking funds, I did transfer some of the money to my savings account, so that is why I will be having less money in some of my sinking funds than I did last video. So we have 500, 520, 35. So we're ending it with 535. I'm only keeping track of what I have in my checkings account because, like I just mentioned, I do have more in my savings for certain sinking funds, not for all. For clothing, we have 150.65. I basically transferred money from the sinking funds that I do not dip into frequently. So for car maintenance, I don't really dip into that one frequently. That's why I did that. And for like savings and stuff like that. For miscellaneous, we have 50, 60, 1, 2. For gifts, we have 20, 35, 37, 38, 39. I did forget to mention that I bought my Cricut machine, which is so exciting. And this year for Christmas, I'm going to be making most of my Christmas gifts. Usually when I buy Christmas gifts or birthday gifts, I don't buy expensive gifts. I buy like really meaningful and expensive gifts. And I highly recommend, if you're on a budget, like a really tight budget, to shop around, whether it's online or at the store, for very cute, meaningful gifts, because you can definitely get some gifts for like under $15 and $20. If you're like in a really tight budget, I do recommend you guys to do that. So I did dip into this to get some supplies for the stuff that I'm going to be making for my Christmas gifts. So I'm going to be making like some customized like mugs and wine glasses and things like that. I'm so excited that I got it because it is a very fun electronic to have for arts and crafts. For hobbies, we have 20, 45. For books, we have $2. For knees, we have $2. I don't know if I mentioned in my last video, but I created a sinking fund for my niece because I've been spending a lot of money on her from my personal money, so I just decided to make a little sinking fund. And I may not put like a lot of money, but at least like $1 or $2, and it will add up, so that's good. Okay, so extra budget, this is for my card tags. We have 100, 221, so we have 221. I think my renewal is going to be 143. However, my I do have to get a smog check this year, so the rest of the money is going to go towards the smog check. And this is the other half of my allowance. I get to give myself that on Monday. Moving on to my other binder. We have 1, 2, 20, 35, 37, 39. So we have 239 for health. It would have been nice if I would have known the beginning balance to see how much I either spent or added to each sinking fund. That would have been really nice to know. For planner, we have 50, 70, 90. For electronics, that is completely depleted because, like I said, I did buy my Cricut machine. I bought it for $169 at Walmart. It is the Cricut Air Explorer 2. So it is not the newest version, but I mean, it seems like pretty much the same thing. And then I also bought the supplies that I needed for the stuff that I want to make with the Cricut. So for house repairs, we have $25, and I didn't really explain this in my last video. This is a new sinking fund that I added. We do have an older house that eventually it will need some house repairs. We're thinking like within the next year and a half to 2 years, we're gonna have to get some work done. So I'm going to slowly try to build this up. I already know that I'm gonna have to dip into my general savings, but I want to have at least a little something in here to also help with that. Days off, we don't have anything. And let me explain days off a little bit. Days off is for the days that I don't work and don't get paid at my job. So for this job that I have, I don't work the holidays like Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's, I think Labor Day as well, and some other holidays, but I also don't get paid. So my goal is to budget for those days, even if I don't budget the full day, but just budget something for that day so that my checks don't come out too short. So yeah, that's what days off is for. Savings challenge, we have $20 in here. And this is the Saveopoly Savings Challenge. When I rolled the dice last time, I know I didn't film that because there was just a whole mess and a whole lot of personal issues going on. But yeah, I rolled the dice and I got $20. So we have 20 in here, which is our first 20. For emergency, we have 5, 6, 20, 40, 50. So we have 650 in here. I did get, I think, $9 extra, and I just added it to this so that it can be an even 650. For savings, which is my general savings, I have 1,000, 2,500. Sorry, I have 1,000, 2,050, and 60. So I have 2,060, and the rest of my money is in my savings account. Once again, what you guys see here is in my checkings account. I do like to leave a little cushion just in case if I have to dip into it, because I have easy access to this money versus my savings account. For new car, we have 520. Wait, do we? Oh no. We have 1,500, 20, 30, 45. So $1,545. Okay, for vacation, we have 1,020 in here. Is there anywhere you guys have in mind where you guys would like to go to vacation? First, we wanted to go to Hawaii, but now we're thinking probably the Bahamas. So we'll see what happens, but we're not going to be able to take a trip until next year just because this year we have a lot of stuff going on. Okay, so then moving on to my other sinking funds, I went ahead and switched my envelopes to these pouches. These are the pouches. Well, I created the label with my new Cricut machine. I think they came out pretty cute. I wanted something a little bit smaller and a little bit more simple. Maybe eventually I will get more of these envelopes because I would like all of them to match, and I really do love these ones. But for now, I'm just keeping it here with these ones that I made. So for phone, we have $105. For Black Friday, we have 70. Is there anything you guys have in mind that you guys would like to buy for Black Friday? Or if you're just gonna shop around? For me, I don't really have anything planned, and maybe I'll just get more like supplies for the Cricut. That's probably what I will end up doing. Or like house decor. I really do like house decor. And speaking of house decor, that's what this sinking fund is for, like house decor, appliances, things like that. So we also have 70 for this one. For adventures, which is for Disneyland, my goal is $500. We have 100, 200, 300, 20, 30. So we have $330. Okay, and AAA, we just have $2. I'm gonna go ahead and do my dog sinking funds. Okay, so for his pet supplies, we have, let's see, 20, 40, 55, 56. And I'm curious, do you guys have any pets at home? And if you do you guys budget for them? I personally, the only reason why I can budget more for my dog is because I don't have any kids. Because obviously if you have kids, that's like a lot of money and your priority. So that's the only reason why I can do that. And I also thankfully don't have any debt. Obviously if I had debt, I wouldn't be able to have sinking funds for my dog. I didn't used to budget for my dog because I couldn't afford it. Actually, when I first started working again, I could barely afford to, you know, save for myself. I only had 2 sinking funds. I had one for myself, and then I had one general for my dog, and I would budget like $20 every 2 weeks. But thankfully, as I started to work more, eventually I got 2 jobs, I was able to budget more for my dog. So thankfully I can do that now, but that wasn't the case all the time. So I have $50.61 for his dog food. So if that's the case, like even if it's not a pet, like if there's something you want to budget for, don't feel discouraged. You just kind of have to keep trying to look for something better, or just, you know, maybe do a side hustle. But trust me, it is very hard when you have very little to work with, because I've certainly been there. So for his vet, this is in the wrong order. For his vet, we have 1, 2, 3, 50, 70, 85. We have 385, like I mentioned. I did transfer some of my sinking funds and even his vet sinking fund to my savings account, in the hopes that it just earns interest and I don't have to dip into it anytime soon. Knock on wood. And for his birthday, which is in February, we have $50.65. Okay, so now we're going to really quickly look at my variable expenses, because I also like to see what I'm ending the month with. So allowance, we are ending it with 0. We don't have nothing there. It's completely depleted. For gas, we have 20, 40, 55, 62, 3, 4, 5. So we have $65. And I forgot what I was gonna say. My gas tank is like half empty right now, so I don't think I'm gonna need gas like within, at least not this week. For toiletries, we have 10, 11, 12, 13. I did most of my toiletry shopping. Pretty much I got everything I needed, so this is just leftover money that I always like to roll over, just in case if something out of the blue comes up that I need. I have a little cushion in here. Okay, so food, okay, so music, I have 11 left. I did buy some songs from iTunes. Okay, so splurge, this one I did dip into it a lot. We have 51. I think we started the, what do you call it, the month with like over 200 in here, and now we're just left with 51. And then snacks, we don't have anything. We depleted that. We got some snacks, we got some candy, some licorice, chips and stuff. So that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for my budget for the first pay period of August, as well as my cash stuffing for the first pay period of August. And yeah, I will see you guys hopefully in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.